Sulla would not stand for this, and would end up doing the unthinkable. He gathered his forces and marched into the city of Rome itself to depose Marius. It was illegal, shocking, and sacrilegious even, but it worked, and Marius fled to Africa. Sulla then took command of the army again and moved east to deal with the Pontic king. While away, however, Marius and his ally Cinna marched on Rome themselves and overthrew his Sulla supporters. However, Marius died of old age within a few weeks of his 7th consulship, and Cinna would be stoned to death later on. Fortunately for Sulla as well, the war in Anatolia was going favorably, and he was able to claim a glorious victory, and then return to Rome to take power by defeating his rivals once again in a brief civil war. Once his rivals were defeated in Sulla's second march on Rome, Sulla took on a title which none in Roman history had ever before received: dictator for life. Sulla now effectively held absolute power for as long as he wanted. Though he ruled cruelly, in the end, much of his work as dictator was spent trying to prevent someone from doing the same thing he had again, and he would resign his dictatorship after just 1 year, serve as consul for another, and then retire. But his intentions would fail. Ironically, he and Marius had already set the precedent for a new form of government to arise, and the man who would bring about the end of the Republic had already been born. This man is perhaps the most well-known Roman in history: Gaius Julius Caesar, Julius Caesar.